I haven't watched this one. Let's watch this Sophia. Yeah.
Hello, friends, and welcome to another video. Tonight, I'm going to be rating everything I eat at this Malaysian night market. It's about to be a durian fest, people.
Heck yeah.
It's about to be one long durian fest. Night markets. Hot, smoky, crowded, steaming, delicious, and a fixture all across Asia. Now, if you're not familiar with them, night markets are basically open-air markets where different vendors will sell all types of street food, and potentially other wares until the wee hours of the morning. Fried, barbecued, dripping on fire, the food that is, not the wares. And I've seen a fair amount of night market videos on YouTube, from short-form bites that leave you wanting more, to extra long-form videos where people will walk through an entire night market and show what seems like hundreds of stalls in one place, featuring tons of mouth-watering dishes that I really want to try, from refreshing-looking
that's dancing bacons
desserts to vats of springy noodles, skewers of all types, and durian in every shape, form, orientation, and size. And also a few unique and kind of intimidating dishes like grilled stingray and stir-fried snails. And so YouTube, from short-form bites that leave you wanting more, to extra long-form videos where people will walk through an entire night market and show what seems like hundreds of stalls in one place, featuring tons of mouth-watering dishes that I really want to try.
Yeah, dancing bacons. Okay, yeah.
From refreshing-looking multicolored desserts to vats of springy noodles, skewers of all types, and durian in every shape, form, orientation, and size. And also a few unique and kind of intimidating dishes like grilled stingray and stir-fried snails. And so during our filming trip to Malaysia a few months ago, a place well known for its night market culture, we knew we had to hit up a market or two and try and find some of these street food dishes that look so good online, IRL, and bring them from the screen to my mouth. So with that, Malaysian night market mukbang. Skewer me, baby.
Heck yeah. Sorry, we're gonna get you guys hungry.
Culinary risks and pushing yourself to try new things is always a good thing.
Yep, there's the good idea
to take risks when you're surfing online. That's right, the market. Now, we had been in Malaysia for a few days at this point, having spent over 24 hours at the world's largest hotel, video coming soon, and also attending Malaysian Fashion Week and getting my makeup done by a Malaysian celebrity makeup artist. And while in Kuala Lumpur, we were staying in the Bukit Bintang neighborhood, which is a shopping, entertainment, and nightlife district. I think I would call it a happening spot with tons of malls everywhere, including a mall with a roller coaster inside, a bakery right next door to our hotel that sells one of the largest croissants in the world, and starting at 5 p.m. every night, it is also home to one of the more famous night markets in KL. So we're here at the Jalan Alor night market in Kuala Lumpur, and we are about to just go to town. Literally translating to Alor Street,
go to town.
Jalan Alor is a half-a-kilometer long alley that hosts over 200 street vendors and permanent restaurants, making it the biggest daily night market open in Kuala Lumpur. Most of these vendors start setting up around 4:30 p.m. and will sell until about 1 in the morning, serving up a huge variety of different dishes. Malaysia is known for being a culinary melting pot where East Asian and South Asian and Southeast Asian cuisines meet and make food babies, quite literally, and lots of different cuisines are represented here, as well as a fair amount of those viral street food items that we've seen that are
tornado
on our checklist.
Potato.
Speaking of viral, from some other people's comment sections, it seems like Jalan Alor may be a bit of a touristy night market, so the prices may be a bit higher than a locals-only joint, but it's also supposed to be really good, so here we are.
I mean, if it's still good, then like that's probably okay.
2, it's pretty humid. 3, it might rain at any moment. 4,
yeah,
that's
why it's so
5,
humid.
It's a weekend, so it's even more crowded. But we're gonna do it. I also had a Malaysian celebrity makeup artist do my makeup. Oh yeah, that was today. Which is why I look so glamorous. It may not last through the evening, but that's not his fault, okay?
Yeah.
This is like a pretty extreme wear test here, okay? So
that'd be really impressive if it holds up.
Street food options here, so we are not going to be able to Keith Eats this place, so sorry for the clickbait if that's the title we went with. So to curate our mukbang, we've built out a few categories, in which we can slot in a lot of different dishes that we think seem unique, viral, and hopefully tasty, starting with appetizers.
Ooh, I see things that scare us.
Was right at the mouth of the Jalan Alor alley. The first one's kind of a wild card, but it's
stinky
so
tofu!
Aesthetically pleasing that we had to get it. Yes. It's goth stinky tofu.
Fuck yeah.
Tofu, which quite literally translates to smelly tofu, is a fermented tofu dish that's famous for stinking to high heaven, with a pungent odor that is often compared to sweaty socks. It doesn't smell from here, but we'll see what it's like in the mouth.
Yes,
I've wanted to try stinky
And it's well
tofu.
known on the internet as like a challenge food to see if Westerners can handle the stink. But once again, per the name, everyone thinks it smells. Nice.
Alright, they gave us fresh stink.
Now, I
Fresh
thought
stink.
that maybe this was supposed to be an Instagrammable stinky tofu, like black ice cream or a charcoal goth latte.
It looks like a brick.
It really does.
It looks like a piece of house.
But apparently, it's a night market staple, and its goth color comes from the black mushroom brine it's fermented in.
Honestly, it's
Ooh.
not that stinky. I smell mostly like just like a chili sauce.
We thought that maybe the stink could have been drowned out by just the plethora of smells in the night market, but
That's fair.
upon biting in,
It's not that stinky.
Not that stinky?
No, it's kind of just like spicy.
Yeah?
It's like chili, spicy, warm, crispy. Honestly, this is like kind of sick stinky tofu.
though there was a bit of a salty brine to the hot broth and a smack of scallion and garlic to it,
Stick it in.
That sounds
Shove it
good.
in there.
it was more savory than funky.
I got
That
no
sounds so good.
stink. I got flavor.
So maybe we are rebranding the stinky tofu to not so stinky tofu.
Yo, that's not so
Yeah,
stinky.
I'd try that.
That's not so bad.
That sounds so
Believe
bad.
it's not that stinky.
And though this may make us seem like rating chumps, I think we have to rate this 10 stinks out of 10. Because I can't think of anything I don't like about this dish.
I rate that high.
I declare it good.
Rated.
Now, were they just hungry?
Now to continue on in our
As well,
appetizer category,
since they say it's
we
the
had
first
to make
thing.
our way into the main thoroughfare itself.
Oh my god, look at the fish. So cute.
Oh, it
It
is.
basically instant sensory overload in there.
Yeah, I was
The
about to say,
pieces on
I'd
the
be too
side are,
overwhelmed.
Like sit-down restaurants, and then there's like stalls in front.
With vendors hawking their wares,
there's no
calling
way
down the
I could do
street,
that.
Many different delicious
I'd have to go,
looking
like, on a
dishes pointing
non-weekend.
Right at you as you walk past.
Want some cheese corn?
Corn action.
Glowing LED and neon signs, and people everywhere.
Look at those jelly balls.
Look at those jelly balls.
Those
That's
look
interesting
cool.
to me.
But after slowly inching our way down the street, we quickly reached our second stop.
Oh. It's calling my name over here.
Oh, I already got in line.
Okay.
Cute and colorful looking dim sum,
Yeah.
Pretty cute and colorful, if you ask me.
Yeah.
which is a viral item I have seen people get before online. I think
Yeah.
most of the draw is the colorful aspect. They are presented in these giant steamer baskets, and you actually skewer the dumplings you want yourself.
How about some goth dumplings?
Yeah.
The theme continues, and we also picked up some pink sakura dumplings, as well as a couple of chicken dumplings and a stripy bao for Tyler.
I got a
Yeah.
dumpling facial.
Okay.
I'm even steamier than before.
Yes. All right. Let's do it.
But honestly, I probably should have been more worried about Tyler.
Old mop top over here.
Now, first and foremost, there was no charcoaly taste with the goth dumpling,
It's more of a meatball than a dumpling.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
and there was also very little dumpling casing or dough at all.
it's very good, but it's meatball in a little wrapper.
Certainly not bad though, kind of just a salty, firm meatball. As Tyler so simply put it,
Oh yeah. That's staply.
though when paired with the sauce they gave us,
How's this squeezing content for you?
It's pretty good.
it became a spicy meatball.
That's a
Not
spicy
exactly
meatball.
taco sauce, but like related somehow. Spicy.
The pink dumplings tasted pretty similar to the goth ones,
Does it taste like sakura?
I don't taste any sakura, but I don't know what sakura tastes like. But I don't taste anything different.
and the chicken one was probably our favorite,
Chicken.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet that one's good.
Tastes like chicken.
but it was once again just a piece of juicy chicken in a very thin dough wrapper.
Very good. But it tastes like I got that true like chicken off the bone flavor.
What you're saying is it's chicken.
Yeah, chicken.
And sadly, the swirly pastry, though
Aw.
pretty, did not have anything inside it.
There's no
nothing in it.
filling.
There's no filling. It's just cute.
No.
No.
I think Tyler was hoping for some pandan jam, but instead found nothing.
Womp womp.
So though the colors are fun, they don't seem to really influence the flavors, and the flavors are mostly just meat. It's a 6.5 out of 10. Back out in the
That
main
seems
alley,
fair.
we rejoined the crowd and continued inching our way down the street.
Like,
How we're on like a communal.
I don't know.
really
Like, I would
slow
expect there'd be
march
more than
through
that.
Yeah.
the
But I
stalls.
guess because
more
they
penguins.
are just
It's
selling on
really hot.
colors,
Which
most
did
likely.
take us on a slow drive-by of some delicious, cool-looking fruit.
Wow, he's almost out.
Yeah, we better hurry.
I know. They can't run out of durian.
No.
That's not an option,
Not
right?
in season.
And though this was actually a bit earlier than we had planned, it was just hot enough for a refreshment break.
I'm getting a little hot stuff.
Are you
Yeah.
interested in a beverage? Beverage time?
Beverage time,
Freshly
let's
cut
do
fruit and
it.
tropical fruit smoothies are
That's right,
popular
Fox.
night
I hope you
market
guys have
items,
snacks
and there
and
were
stuff.
plenty of really good-looking fruit
I have a
drinks
little bit
at
of my
variety
cookie
of
left.
stalls
I
we
could finish
passed,
it.
But this kind of tricolor green, orange, and magenta drink caught our eye, and I had to have it.
We're all dripping condensation.
Yeah.
All three of us.
It turns out this is a creamy avocado, mango, and dragon fruit slushy smoothie.
Alright, I don't want to mix it because
That
it
sounds
looks cute
good.
like this, but that means I'm just going to be drinking the avocado first. Cheers.
And interestingly, though the colors are quite vibrant, the taste of this drink is kind of muted.
It tastes like avocado, but kind of more like grassy. I do taste a little bit of the mango already. I think the mango's already mixing in. So it's like green, grassy, leafy avocado mango. All right, let me raise my straw to the dragon fruit.
In fact, I would say the flavor is decidedly unsweet and almost like essence of the entire fruit, stem and all.
Dragon fruit's good, pretty mild, also kind of like leafy tasting. Maybe that's like the rind of the fruit. Here, you need yours.
Though that is perfect for just pure cooling and hydration, and Tyler did demolish his in seconds flat.
It's
I was about to
like
say, it looks like
fresh and
Tyler is
wet.
just going
Blow
through
through
it.
this thing.
You
Yep.
literally chugged the avocado. The avocado's literally gone.
So we're giving this a 7.5 condensation droplets out of 10.
I like them. All right, feeling refreshed. Next category, things on sticks.
Oh yeah.
Things on sticks.
go.
Heck yeah.
So once again,
That's
we
gonna be my
rejoined
favorite,
the
I'm
endless
sure.
marching crowd in search of a skewered prize or two.
Man, it's karaoke.
Drunken karaoke.
Now,
Heck
let's
yeah.
be clear. There are a lot of things on sticks here. Satay,
that looks like
clear jelly
Spam.
balls, potatoes, probably durian, but I did have a couple of specific
Potatoes.
sticks in mind. One that we did have to double back for.
Oh, it's actually quite nice right now.
Look how much room for activities we have.
I know. You can do all the things you want to do in life.
With the destination being this fry fest of a stall.
I see fried a lot of things.
Potatoes.
Fried potato. Oh, I see squid.
Introducing this giant fried squid on a stick.
Oh, yeah,
in
that looks
general,
good.
squid is pretty prevalent at the night market, and it comes in all forms of preparation, but this rendition to me is really a showstopper because it's kind of a fever dream of a calamari cake pop.
Oh, there's seasoning.
Yeah,
things,
I could see that.
Unfortunately, I think I accidentally asked the sales lady to cut it up. I thought she meant to split it into like 2 skewers, but she actually diced it and put it in a bag.
It was on a stick.
Yes.
She asked me if I wanted her to cut it. I said yes. Now it's in a bag.
Yes.
It started on a stick.
So there is no stick. I lied.
This is like advanced popcorn.
As for the taste test, the texture of the squid is not bad as is, but it is on the chewy side.
Chewy, huh? Big Q?
But the flavor of the breading is really good.
The dry spice is definitely hot. Like, it's spicy. I don't even know how to describe it other than that it kind of has the flavor of like one of those like dry Indian like bagged snacks. Like it almost tastes like a little bit
okay.
like lentil-y or potato-y.
Oh,
And
that's
Tyler
interesting.
agrees that there is a twinge of chickpea to it.
The breading's incredible.
Breading is so good, right?
Oh, I love that. I think I like squid.
Squid doesn't taste like much to me. It's just texture plus breading.
I'm a cephalopod guy.
As for how it rates, I don't think it's quite as high as the stinky tofu, but the breading was good enough that it gets high marks. It's an 8 out of 10 for me.
This
Nice.
thing's worth the hype. It's spicy.
Now, to keep our
It's spicy.
stick party going,
I love the tiny disco ball.
Oh my.
Tiny
we had
disco
to
ball.
actually find some sticks. So we hit up this stall nearby that was thankfully full of them.
Someone said sticks.
Sticks?
Sticks, baby.
This is Lok Lok, which is basically mini hot pot on the go. And the way it works is that they offer a range of foods, meats, vegetables, eggs, skewered and ready to dip in these vats of boiling water.
I like it.
There is some optionality here. You can boil the skewers yourself or have the attendant help you, and they also offer to fry your skewers if you would prefer that to just
Ooh.
boiled, but they take your skewers in the back for that, and we wanted to watch the Lok Lok show.
Royal and Rapids, baby.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And though I wouldn't say this is as much of an internet viral item, our Malaysian producer told us that this is actually his go-to post-club meal. Apparently, the spicy sauces that go with it help sober you up.
Amazing. Ooh, Nelly.
Hopefully this isn't too spicy, because I'm just going for it.
Now, at its core, this dish is just these raw ingredients boiled in water, so it is kind of plain, but as we were told, the sauces are key here.
The sauce is pretty spicy, I'm not gonna lie. Still
Okay.
edible, but pretty spicy. The meatball is just like this. You know what it tastes like. It's not bad.
You know what it
It's
tastes
meatballs,
like.
Meatball things.
And in our opinion, it was the peanut sauce, which frankly didn't look that appetizing to start, that was actually amazing.
Peanut sauce pretty good.
That looked
Check it
like
out.
And the combo of spicy and peanut was, as they say, the tits.
I don't know if you guys can
The
hear
tits.
the pulsating bass from far away. But it's like the soundtrack to my life right
Yeah,
now.
it's like rippling through my soul.
France.
Now, in terms of the other skewers we got, the mushroom did have some of its own umami flavor, and the
Well,
eggplant
it's 'cause
was
it's a
fresh
mushroom,
and
yeah.
very wet,
Very soaked in just water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like nice and wet. Other than that, it's just eggplant.
but the quail egg was definitely our favorite.
The yolk is actually really soft.
That's delicious.
Pretty good quail egg.
As for the dish itself, without
Okay.
sauces, it's probably a 5 out of 10, but with the sauces, it's at least a 7. And that's not even taking into account the Lok Lok show. All right, just a short rave break and then more food.
All right, so our next and penultimate category is things that make us a little nervous.
Yes.
We were going to be adventurous and try them, but we admit they were kind of scaredy cats.
And the 2 adventurous items that we had earmarked here are actually not served in any of the stalls on the street.
They're only really available like in the restaurants on the side.
Yes.
So we're going into this one, which also apparently has really good chicken wings, but that's not so adventurous.
That's not adventurous.
So we're going
What
for some
chicken
other stuff.
As
wings?
we've said, we are kind of in the process of reforming picky eaters, especially in the seafood department, but we don't want to miss out, so we're going to challenge ourselves a little.
This one does make me nervous.
Oh no.
Not to think about it.
Are they getting
Is grilled
stingray? No,
or
Shin,
some
look
wild
away.
meat, which is actually a popular fixture in night markets across Malaysia and Singapore.
There is this sauce, which I'm going to try and douse the whole thing in. Are you cool with that?
Let's douse.
Now, we have seen a number of more advanced tasters try stingray online before, and they seem to have mixed reviews, so we weren't exactly sure what we were in for.
It has a weird hope. Kind of almost like feels like a mushroom or something.
It's kind of like a mushroom.
It's a mushroom.
But after a little wink wink nudge nudge from our Malaysian producers, I lifted the skin back,
Whoa!
All right, that's doing fish things. That's doing fish things.
and underneath was a treasure trove of shredded meat.
I was not expecting it to look like that. It's so ribbed.
And then a hesitant bite.
Is that a good head tilt?
That's not so bad.
Yeah?
It's a little fishy at the end. Actually, no, it's pretty good. My first instinct when
It's
I
a little
bit into it
fishy.
was cheese.
Is eating a
I don't know
fish.
Why?
Honestly, the
I don't-
meat that's
I don't
under there
understand
is
what
quite
people think.
tender. It
Is
doesn't
it-
have
do
a
they
very
think-
strong flavor, but the
do they think
flavor that
meat
is
is- or
there
fish isn't gonna
vaguely
taste like fish?
chicken-esque. I guess you could call it the chicken of the sea.
Is this chicken or fish? It's
Like
pretty good,
seriously
actually.
though.
It's way less intimidating than it was in my head. Pretty approachable.
Oh my
I've
god.
been thinking about it all day.
Fish tastes like fish.
So
Go
here is
figure.
our picky eater pro tip.
Objectively good.
The skin is really the intimidating part of the stingray.
I like it more than tuna.
Me too.
I'm a stingray guy.
And I think
He's a
because of the
cephalopod guy
dramatic
and a
reversal of
stingray guy.
expectations, we're gonna have to give the stingray a solid 8.5 out of 10.
Honestly, like the stinky tofu, I'm looking for something I don't like about it.
Yeah.
But it's not really there.
No.
Definitely would eat again. Also on the menu was chili frog. Now, frog is eaten all over, including in the US.
Yep.
I've even tried fried frog legs before at like a state fair, but this dish is a little more out of our comfort zone in that it is the entirety of a frog stir-fried in chilies. And this time, I made Tyler go first.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go for this piece right here.
Is that frog?
I think this is frog.
That looks like an onion.
Now, right off the bat, it was not easy to identify what was frog and what was stir-fry, but after some sifting, I think we got a bite.
I've heard this a million times that frog tastes like chicken. Frog tastes like chicken.
Yep.
So stingray tastes like chicken, and frog tastes like chicken.
They all taste like chicken.
And it didn't hurt
Like-
that everything was covered in some nice stir-fry sauce.
Like
very good.
legitimately
The
frog
sauce
does
is
taste
good.
like
It's actually a
chicken.
good
It is probably the
The
only thing
challenge,
I've had
however,
that people
given
are
that
like, this tastes like
everything
chicken,
was
and I'm like,
covered in sauce.
yes, that
That
does
looks like
taste like
something.
chicken.
That looks like an entire frog.
Okay,
Was identifying what was frog meat and what was frog bone.
that's a bone. The other parts are good, but I would say that the whole frog in the mouth, you're gonna get bone.
And after watching Tyler get a few unintentional crunches, I was a little cautious with the bites I picked out.
Okay.
Yeah,
when it's
Mr.
that
Husband would
small,
not be able to do
it's
that at
just
all.
Unidentified meat, right? It's just chicken. I think the challenge is finding the uninterrupted meat.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of bone in here.
The challenge is finding the meat.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a game of inverse Arby's. Where is the meat?
So like I'm a little nervous about that one, but like maybe this is okay. Actually, that piece was quite soft.
In terms of its rating, obviously a bony bite can throw you off, but the
Yeah.
flavor itself is pretty solid.
I like the chili. I'm going for chili frog. If anything's spicy enough, I can't even tell what it is.
That's a good strategy.
It's not
Yeah.
unlike any stir fry I've had before, so I would say it falls in the 6.5 out of 10 range. Between
Yeah,
the two
that seems
adventurous
fair.
items,
Soft keeps going back in on the stingray.
I think I like the stingray better.
I'm more of a Ray head myself.
I lost my rave music. Still in here.
Now, this is a dessert that some
right.
people might be nervous about.
Desserts!
But Tyler and I have it under control. We're going to be doing a durian marathon for dessert.
Next up, Durian
Nice.
Fest.
Yes.
2K24.
Durian is a very
2K2
popular tropical fruit native to parts of Southeast Asia, including Malaysia, and it is famous for having a very strong, pungent, slightly rotten smell. People, not me, but people, call it the world's smelliest fruit. It is also something you see very often in like internet food challenge videos, and I have tried it before, and I would say it has kind of a custardy, sweet, slightly fermented taste, and then yes, a bit of a funky aftertaste.
I don't even want to know what the back of my head looks like. I don't even want to know.
It looks good. Looks good.
And at this night market, it is available in a ton of different formats that we had spotted during
Nice.
the night. First up, we got this like flambéed durian marshmallow ice cream cube, which is definitely an Instagram viral format, I believe of Korean origin. And when I took a bite of this thing,
Cheers.
I could not find the ice cream.
What? I don't taste any durian at all.
It looks like it's supposed to be durian
It's
flavored.
one solid color block. There's no like coating. It's just like a weird like non-Newtonian substance that he flambéed.
And so I was convinced that I had just been given a slightly torched marshmallow.
And try as I might, I do not detect a hint of durian.
But after I clearly did most of the initial legwork for him,
Oh, you weren't through the marshmallow.
Oh, I wasn't?
See, now I'm through the marshmallow.
Tyler was able to get through to the ice cream bit in the middle.
I got blasted by the durian.
And though it was not bad, I do think durian is a bit of a weird flavor for ice cream, as it did have that kind of funky aftertaste.
To me, durian is so savory. So it's like savory, cold ice cream. What was that?
Also, I'm pretty sure the marshmallow around it is mango and not durian at all.
Okay. It is definitely durian ice cream. Somehow the creaminess and like the sweet outer layer makes it kind of
Yeah.
taste like a banana.
So this one is a
I can see
7
that.
blowtorches out of 10. Next up, we got a durian fritter, which is like a sweet donut hot pocket that has durian inside.
It smells
That
good.
sounds
honestly.
good.
It smells like a funnel cake.
And this one is an immediate yes.
This might be the best durian delivery
That
I've
face
had.
that-
The durian almost has become like a cream in the center.
Yeah.
It's like melted.
Right.
It's like hot and melty.
As it seems that heating up and deep frying the durian has almost completely gotten rid of the not so pleasant edges of the smell and flavor.
See?
There's no
Oh,
durian
that sounds
taste to
great.
this.
I'd love
It's
that.
literally just a donut.
So I take you're not gonna share that thing?
I bought 3.
I do wonder if what's inside here is like a durian cream filling, or if
I
it
love
is just
that.
warm mashed durian. I'm not sure if we'll ever know. but it's
I got
good as
3.
hell. I think it's a deep fried 9 out of 10.
All right,
That seems fair.
let's finish this shebang.
Then, to cap off our durian fest, I felt like in order to do durian right, we had to try the Big Kahuna
Woo!
Just
It is a
durian.
little stinky.
and get a freshly cut durian
Oh, you're going glove.
I was given a glove. I figure I might as well use the glove.
and eat it straight off the seed.
It's pretty good. The texture is really soft and creamy. It tastes a little weird to start, and then it starts tasting like a strawberry,
Really?
but a creamy, soft, lukewarm strawberry. Am I going crazy?
When it's fresh
Lukewarm.
like this, when you first bite in, you get kind of a buzzy alcoholic taste. Some people even describe it as garlicky. Then the main body of the flavor is that sweet custard flavor, and then yes, the funky aftertaste. But if you keep eating, the aftertaste barely has a chance to appear.
Have I become desensitized to durian?
We've durianed a lot.
That is
I
true.
think
They
this
have
tastes pretty
durian a
good.
lot.
And eating the durian straight off the seed, even with a glove, made us feel kind of hardcore.
It causes a strong sinus reaction almost regardless, but it actually tastes the best like this.
Yeah.
I like it.
What other fruit does it taste like?
None.
Listen, did we smell after eating this? Probably.
Yes.
Will the smell be too much for some people? Yes.
Yes.
I think for some people, durian is probably like a 4. But for us, it's an 8.5 out of 10. And only a
Nice.
small part of the appeal is the infamy of the fruit itself.
Yeah.
And not the classic.
Most people do.
Yeah. You can't even bring it in certain hotels.
Okay, So with our stomachs full of viral street food and a ton of durian, it was finally nearing 1 a.m. and the stalls and restaurants were one by one beginning to close up.
It's been a long night. That was our food marathon, people.
And though we were feeling pretty spent after a long, sweaty night, I think we were also feeling pretty accomplished, with most of our street food dreams becoming some version of reality.
Overall, it was great. I feel good.
Let's pull an all-nighter.
Seems like it's about high time to head back and take a shower. See you guys at the world's largest hotel.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked that video, make sure to shamash that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to shamash that subscribe button. Here are our short form / social media handles. And here's our merch website. And with that, I will see you guys next time.
It's not letting me, like, click the up button. Hang on. There we go. It was just like, no, you don't get to thumbs up this video, and it's like, I'm sorry, what?